can't do supers. I've only got one hand.
I slip out. Whoop.
Hey everyone, welcome to Review Time. I'm your host, Islip, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Transformers Classics Grimlock. Please pay no mind to the crying baby. I don't know if you can hear him. You probably can. That's my nephew. He can't have his way. He's throwing a fit. He's only 3 years old, so. Anyway, I got this figure about a month ago, I think, from the Pharaoh one. And he has actually like right after I bought this one, he put up a Henkei version where this is all silver instead of gray, and the gold I think is more gold. But you know, the legs are still regular. This updated T-Rex mode. It looks interesting. He looks actually more like a raptor, to be honest with you. Just needs a toe claw, but otherwise, it's not bad. It's pretty cool. So would have made a pretty good Dinobot, to be honest with you. The mouth opens. You can see there's some light piping. His head, probably due to transformation, can look up. Can look down. And his legs swing all the way 360. Bend at the knee. They bend at the ankles. And they rotate. So you can get him into, like, have him in, like, running or skating looking mode. So his little arms are spindly. And look, there's only 2 claws instead of 3, like normal. Just so you know, T-Rexes only have, it's a good point that my pal Blunghole made, and I always thought it too. T-Rexes only have two fingers. That's part of why they're T-Rexes. So, yeah. He comes with this gun. I have the missile. I actually just popped it out just before this review, and it's lost somewhere on this bed that I'm using, because I'm using a bed. You can pull this out, and, well, that's pretty much it. You can pull it out, but he's still got that stuck up there. There's nowhere to, I guess you can tuck it to the side a bit and have his legs, just move his legs a little down, and then you've got a really wide leg look. I guess you could, if you really wanted to, swing the legs down and give him a tall leg look. I mean, sure, why not? I mean, definitely not a T-Rex look now, but, you know. So, put him back in his proper doppers. And, we'll hold the gun off to the side. It's pretty nice. It's a gun and a sword. It's okay. Although, to be honest with you can't hold it like a sword. You can always hold it as a gun. But that's pretty nice. Nice little squared off teeth. Yeah. And somebody went and, I guess, ink washed this area. So it looks pretty nice. I just wish they would have gotten the whole figure, because it does look nice. It looks a little dirty up here, but, you know, it's a Dinobot. They lived on an island, and they went fishing in muck and stuff, so, here is a World's Smallest Transformers Grimlock, which is just a really tiny G1 Grimlock. This is the figure that started the whole, you know, me Grimlock, me Dinobot craze thing going on. Yeah. So, pretty nice, little chromed out. You can see how he looks. Now, normally Grimlock would be like this, standing up. You can get this Grimlock to do the standing up pose if you want to, but it looks a little weird because his tail is so skinny, and his feet are so big. But you can do that. Actually, I guess this would be more like this. But you can do that if you wish. Let's get some more Grimlocks in here for comparison. And here it is from the front. We have the Energon Grimlock, who looks really... Just color him purple, and this would be a pretty good Barney. And he's got 2 fingers as well. The mouth opens a little bit, closes, and yeah. So you can get this Grimlock in the more correctish T-Rex pose of the tail being suspended in the air. And he's a little bulkier than this Grimlock over here, but I think in a fight, this Grimlock here would probably tear that Grimlock to shreds. I have an oversized Classics Grimlock. I have to put it back together again. I was painting it. And I guess I'll review that one too. I got it from Mike at KO Toys. Not sure what's going on with KO Toys. But, hey. Here is Animated Grimlock, which uses the T-Rex pose of the now more classic T-Rex pose rather than the standing up pose like that, because well, actually you can't really do that because the head doesn't really bend down. I guess if you open this up and bring this down, you can, you know, do the me Grimlock, me king thing, but you know, it's very stylized. It's after the show. It looks okay, but you know, it is what it is. I think I've reviewed him before. I'll review him again. I do like this figure. I do very much like this figure. There's nothing really wrong with it. It looks like it did on the show. I wish the tail would have been longer, but you know. Here we have the Masterpiece Grimlock, which is pretty spot on to the animation model, including the too many fingers. See? 3 fingers. You can, if you want to, like I do sometimes, just tuck 1 finger down like so, and then you just have the 2 fingers, 2 claws thing. But it's pretty nice. Out of all the Grimlocks I have, this is, to me, is the definitive the best. But, you know, getting comparisons going on there, you can see it's not bad. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. And then let's get him with what an actual T-Rex would have, according to science now, probably look like, which is this guy right here, which is, oddly enough, T-Rex. And you can see the suspended tail balancing out the head and everything. And yeah. So it's pretty cool. I like this figure. And, you know, why not? Showing off Dinobots, here is Energon Swoop, which doesn't look as bad as Energon Grimlock does, to be honest with you. I just, you know, see. You can have him riding on him, going for a ride. So, sure, why not? Dare I say? No, I won't do that. That's about that. I'm getting an Optimus Prime just because. Here is a deluxe Optimus Prime with a deluxe Grimlock. So, I don't know. Grimlock to me should be in dinosaur mode, still towering over Optimus. It bothers me that he's not. So let's rectify that. There we go. That's better. Anyway, let's get this guy changed up. Where did I put him? There he is. Alright, so first thing you do is you take off the weapon. Then what you're going to do is you're going to pop off the tail. And it just kind of... Oh yeah, it does have this reveal, this shield rub sign. You can see it works really well. You see that's where Grimlock's head is. Actually, it could be facing backwards. It doesn't matter. In any case, there is a square hole here and a square peg sticking up. When you have them in Dinobot mode, the peg fits in the hole, and then this part just kind of slides around like it's form-fitted around this black piece. So you just, pull that off. You're going to take this and you're going to tuck that under like that. Oh, and I forgot to show you that the tail is segmented, so it can move side to side. Now you're going to put this to the side, and that's going to become like some kind of thing. Then you're going to go over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to separate Grimlock's face. Now, I didn't get any instructions, so I had to figure this out on my own and try to remember from the giant oversize I had, which was slightly simplified. Okay, you split these, take his jaw and face, put his face completely forward or up, whatever, and extend his jaw as far as it will go. And then you're going to pull the legs down. And then you can just tuck these along the side. And that is Grimlock's legs done. Now, these bits fold back, so we're just going to fold them back out of the way, I guess, to expose his waist. You can see his head is already exposed. What we're going to do is we're going to take his head, well, we're going to take this whole piece here, rotate it all the way around like this. I'm going to take his whole front chest section and the front, well, actually what we're going to do is we're going to turn everything sideways. Rotate him at the waist so that he's facing with this thing facing forward. And then what we're going to do is we're going to flip this back. And we're going to rotate this chest piece all the way around. And then we're going to take his leg here. We're going to slide it back this way, and you can see there's a peg sticking out. It will fit into right there. So you just do that, and that is one shoulder done. And then all you do is you take the foot, straighten it out like this, and then fold it back at the ankle, and that exposes his hand. And you're going to take this right here, and you're going to fill it over like so. Flip back the ankle and flip down the foot. And that's two arms done. Flip this down here. There are grooves that it can fit into. I never seem to get them both in there. And I'm not going to worry about it. That's fine enough. And then this flips straight down like so. And there you have Grimlock in his bot mode. And to be honest with you, out of the modes, this is the weaker of the two. Stuff doesn't want to stay together. And yeah, oh, but the light piping is magnificent. Let's see. You can see the, no light piping? Light piping. So light piping is excellent. This mode, however, is just not really that good, to be honest with you. It looks okay, as long as you stand them and pose them, then he looks kind of okay. But then when you try to do anything, stuff starts falling apart because nothing really pegs in that well. It doesn't peg in very well. And then it just looks like he's standing on a dinosaur's torso. It just, yeah. From the waist up, it looks fine. From the waist down, not so. Articulation is you can rotate 360. You can do that if you want to. You can rotate the arms around, and you can bend them at this weird elbow, which is way too, makes his forearm way too short. And I'm guessing that's just, do more for, like, I guess they got the dinosaur mode first and then backward engineered it from there, I guess. Head rotates 360, and then the neck thing, if you flip this up, rotates, which you don't really need to do. His torso rotates, well, at the lower torso, upper abdomen rotates. There's a ball joint for his leg, so you can Haya, and bend at the knee, and his foot, due to the way it transforms, does pivot backwards some. And that's about it. That is, about it. Like I said, though, he is kind of a mess in this mode. Because nothing wants to stay where it's supposed to when you try to move it. Now you can take the gun, and you can plug it into his hand. And it does, like I said, has a firing missile. Or you can use it as a sword. Excuse me. The tail, if you want to, you can use it as some kind of weapon in the other hand. Yeah. Or you can store either weapon. Dagnabbit, come off. You can store either weapon on his back. In that hole that's sticking out, you can, give him a second tail there or whatever. Put it that way, or like so. You can put the other weapon in there too. And that's about it for Grimlock in this mode. Let's do some comparisons, shall we? And here he is with his Micro G1 counterpart. And, this unfortunately does not like to stay up where it's supposed to be. There we go. It looks nice. I like I do like the sculpting on this a little bit better than... this looks great, but I think the head sculpt is better here. So there he is with that. Let's get him out. And here he is next to Energon Grimlock, which... definitely, he wins hands down. But you can see them together. You can... Yeah. Okay, and here he is next to Animated Grimlock. Oh, crap. Let's move it back a little bit. Who is a Voyager class figure, so he's taller. And here he is next to Masterpiece Grimlock, at which he looks really puny. But yeah, there's Masterpiece Grimlock. And switch his eyes so they match. Where is it? Where's that switch? There it is. There. Now they both got red eyes. And he's a pretty nice little figure. He's obviously not, a masterpiece figure, but he's pretty nice as long as, if you're going to just pose him, it's fine. If you're going to play with him, that could be a problem. Let's bring this down and bring him closer. But otherwise, he's a nice, I'm happy I got him. He could have been a lot better, but, he's pretty nice. Alright, so I'm Islip. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Alright.